take it that's the common there that you're talking about?
Yep. This is my shadow, and that's Linda's shadow. That's Linda. And that's here is just a Revolutionary War guy. It's not General Henry Knox. It's just any Revolutionary War dude. They didn't want to put a name on it. It's just supposed to represent just the soldier himself. This is Library Street. This is the original Framingham Library. And it's beautiful. The Edgell Memorial Library, which is now the Framingham History Center. And it's not open. They've been trying to fix it for millions of years, but they haven't finished it yet. This is the original town hall. It's gigantic and beautiful, and it serves as a function place for, you know, weddings and whatever, but it's not the town hall. Now we have the memorial building downtown for that. And this is just a historic building that just sits there doing nothing. And there's the town common. We'll get on there in a minute. There, right there, is where I used to go to the dentist when I was a kid, and I hated that guy, Dr. Henry Goldstein, and he reveled in making me hurt. That used to be a bank. This used to be a bank, and this here is One Framingham Center, spelled C-E-N-T-R-E, and see right there. It says Century 21. That used to be the Cape Cod ice cream place where I went on my first date with a girl who I said, let's go out on a date. So we went to the Cape Cod ice cream place for a little tiny bowl of ice cream, like that big, for 30 cents each.
Big spender.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have any snow shoveling money. This is all Framingham Center, and right there that big slab of granite is where General Henry Knox in the Revolution stopped on his cavalry train, bringing artillery from out west into Boston for General Washington to use to slap the ever-living hell out of the British. And if not for that artillery train going into Boston, we would not have won the American Revolution. So this is iconic.
With this iron thingy, what's that supposed to be?
An iron thing.
Oh, okay.
So this is Village Hall. It was the original town hall. Now it's Village Hall, available for weddings and business events. And that is all. Here is Jonathan Maynard Elementary School, and right next to that is the original historic building, which was also a school. Most of Framingham's history is right here in this area. That was the original town hall, the two first schools, the first library, and the first town common.
So over there, those are the first schools?
Yeah, we gotta go over there too. These churches are historic. Everything right here is really, really historic.
We'll stand right there. Here with the giant flagpole.
This is Edgell Road, and there's a reason I'm pointing at that building right there. I have to come over here a little bit. The middle part of that building right there, that's not always been like that. That, what I'm pointing at right there, that middle part of that building used to be over here, behind this building.
Really? So they moved it.
Yeah.
So it was part of the town hall.
No, it was on the other side of the street over there. It was like a farmer's market kind of situation, and it went really well for 50, 60 years, and then they decided to move it over here. These clouds are not the original clouds we've always had here. What? Here's the giant flagpole. This is one of the first things they ever put up in Framingham. This church we'll have to go over to in a second. All around town you can hear the bell ringing in the bell tower.
That actually...
Putting the porta potties up. This is where they have the weekend concert series.
Good shot of that.
It's good. But they have weekend concerts right over here. And I don't know. Not a lot of people go to them nowadays, but they used to.
All it is just a big open grassy area.
Yes.
I expected to see monuments and stuff here.
No, this is for public use. You do whatever you want here. You don't have to have a permit except for a fire. You can have a demonstration here. All kinds of shit. And you don't need no damn permit. We have to go over here. This is the Jonathan Maynard School. And there's a big long story about that, how I have nothing but bad memories about that damn place. And there's I'll explain that later. There is the Framingham Historical Society original building.
The stone building?
Yep. That was the first school in Framingham. This one's much bigger than that one.
So that was the very first Framingham school.
Yeah. And it's a little, tiny little building.
Yeah, there couldn't have been many kids in it.
But back then, that's all you needed, and that was a big building, considering. These porta potties here. we plant these here every year, and they just grow. This is the way
that's part of history.
This is the way the paths have looked on the common here forever. So, let's see.
I want to get a better picture of that building with that big old fucking trees in there.
This is actually Jonathan Maynard School, and for some reason it's now part of Framingham State University. Which I greatly disagree with.
What did you just say about it? I didn't hear it.
It's now part of Framingham State University, and I don't like that. You don't have to come over here.
Well, yeah, I do, because I want to get a better picture of this building.
There's that. There's Linda. And this is Grove Street. And down here, if we go to our left, we're not, but if we did, we would go to the Edgell Grove Cemetery, Mausoleum, and Chapel. Down here. Actually, you can see it right there. It's the beginning of it. And it's a huge complex with a cemetery in it. I'll explain that later. This is the Framingham Historical Society. This was the original first school in Framingham when it was like 18 kids, and that was it.
That's about all you did in there.
This bell tower, back in my day, anywhere around, you could hear that bell tolling. Matter of fact, you'll hear it if it's still ringing. You'll hear it at noon. You can hear it for miles. This bell tower is put in this location at that time, right where it is, because it's conducive to what's the word I'm looking for? The acoustics and the wind and the way everything carries. The sound literally cascades all around. So way over there, where the first Framingham Normal School was called, on Normal Hill. That's not a normal hill. That was the name of it. That's Framingham State University. But there were houses up there back then, and on the other side of the hill. And so all around, you could hear this damn church bell ringing at the top of the hour all over town. So that's why they put it there. And this is the first church that was here, and the steeple never blew over we had wicked blizzards for a long time.
So this is one where the steeple kept blowing over.
No, that's this one over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's a historic house right there. Everything around here is historic.
The better picture flag.
It's good to see kids walking by that school, although they're not going in it. But they are at the Historical Society. So I love seeing that. And these trees have all been here for millions of years.
Millions, eh?
Millions of years. This steeple on that church right there, there were 3 winters in a row where that's not the original steeple. Like I said, the wind carries through here. So here's our Framingham police, who sit around and do nothing everywhere all the time. That steeple used to blow over every winter. They would topple over and crash in the ground and smash into a million pieces. 3 years in a row. 3 winters in a row. And back in behind it, there's a huge building. It's not just what you see right there. There's all this back in there. That's where, and they have more buildings behind there too. That's where they used to do pancake breakfasts and Boy Scout, where the Boy Scouts had the Boy Scout thing.
The jamboree?
No, that's where we'd meet when I was in the Boy Scouts till I got thrown out. So this is First Parish in Framingham, Unitarian Universalist. And if you'll notice there's now a rainbow colored deal on the sign.
Over there.
There's also one right there. So I don't know what's going on here, but I think the whole gay agenda is taking over Framingham Center and the churches, and I don't care.
Did you say the whole gay?
Yeah. They widened this road here back when in 2010, 11, 12, 13, and now it's going to be 14 and through the 20s for the Framingham Road reconstruction project. Yes, I'm going to go this way. There's Framingham History House Tour. I'll take you all over town and show you all the, the historic houses. All the stuff around here is from the Revolution. God is what? God is still speaking. Yeah. That's the old Plymouth Church. It's the second one built here. And now we go down this way. That was Bob. I don't know if I was trying to get the recording of the bell, and you really can't hear it very well anymore.
It's because you got all the street noise.
Yeah. But it was all about acoustics back then. So right here, this is Gordon Square. Yeah, we got to cross here. This was stupid. Should have crossed a long time ago. We have to cross, get on that road.
Let's just take a break and a little bit of shade for a second. I'm doing this every day. I'm not just
These are not pot plants.
That's a flower. Oh, I think I just got tree sap all over.
Yeah. And it's down here, the Central Street.
So how far down there are we going?
Just past the bridge. It's not even a minute. That road goes all the way, cuts, this goes down into, this goes down to Knobscott, also a subsection of Framingham. This will go straight, cutting through, down into the Saxonville section of Framingham. All these roads are very strategic, and they used to be, these roads actually, this road here goes all the way out into New Hampshire. Turns into different roads, but this road used to be an Indian trail up into New Hampshire. What the fuck is the police doing all over the place?
You're doing a film and you're constantly, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that?
I've actually only said fuck one time. That's twice. Yeah. I'm fine. This is all my old stomping grounds right in here when I was a little shit. Here. This is the bridge that goes over the Sudbury River. Right to the left, I will show you, the viewer and you, how over here is buried treasure in the river. A safe. And Barry and I tried to get out there for 3 years, and we did get out there, but then we realized we're not good safe crackers. There's the, used to be a canoe club down here. You'll see the building when we go over the river. It's now a tennis court, country club or some crap. All the historic stuff that was once here is now gone, except for these trees. A critter lives right here. This here tree that's hiding behind these bushes and other trees is as old as Framingham, literally. You can see how gigantic the trunk is. It's been here forever, and it's in all those pictures in the Framingham book. It's been here forever. So this is Gordon's Corner, or whatever the hell it's called, and that's for it's for General Henry Gordon, Barry's great-great-grandfather. We're going to attempt to cross this street without dying.
Don't bring me out here to get me hit by a car.
Ready? Let's go. That was easy.
Carnival, Maynard.
What do they mean Framingham 2 miles? We're in Framingham. Why would they say that?
I don't know, it's your town.
This is the same pavement that I used to ride my bike down at almost the speed of light. Hundreds of different bikes, but I'd come hauling ass down here at 1,000 miles an hour, either to get home or to get to the store for baseball cards or running away. Not like her. Much faster. And this is all the same farm dwelling kind of situation. They used to have corn planted in back here, now they don't.
George Gordon house?
Oh yeah, General George Gordon. Not Henry Gordon.
Yeah, I'm surprised I even read that.
General George Gordon was instrumental in the Revolution, or not the Revolution, the Civil War. And that's Barry's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Whose?
Barry. When I was a youngin', or a little shit, I lived here, like right here. These are not the same ants when I was a kid. So I used to come down here, and there's an exposed, oh, that tree is still there. It's busted. The damn island is not there yet. See?
It's not there yet.
1969. There's an island, so I get this. It comes into view where that busted tree is, and right there is buried treasure. I have thrown many a bike into this water.
This is a moving river, isn't it?
Yes.
What river is this?
The Sudbury River. You used to be able to, this was a lot more water in here, and you used to be able to fish off this bridge and catch some pretty good sized fish. But they're all dead now. Nothing swims there anymore. You can have, you can go, you'll see it right over here. You
How
can,
far does this river go?
Oh, it goes forever. I'll show you the map when we get home. It goes all throughout Framingham and connects with the Charles River. But this water here used to flow much faster. You could get in a canoe and go from here to the Assabet River, way the hell over there.
It's not a very deep river.
No, it used to be really wicked deep. And I don't see any of my bikes.
I'm sure they've cleaned it out periodically from time to time over the years.
I also don't see no fish. There used to be fish. Oh, you could reach in there and just grab a fish.
Oh, something about that water. It looks rather...
It's nasty.
yeah, it's rather rusty looking water.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the whole thing though. Everything around here used to be pristine.
That bridge just shook.
Yeah. Right over here. Right here. Here's your physics lesson for the day. There used to be all this metal here. This is here so that in wintertime, there's a dead critter. In wintertime, this will close up like it is now. In summertime, it'll widen and you will see gaps here such that this will expand out to...
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. These trees were always here, but they used to be able to go right down in through here. There was a path cut because of me. So you go right down in here instead of going all the way around. When I was a youngin', I got a dirt bike when I was Jewish for a couple of weeks. And so I got it for Hanukkah. And, ooh, there's more activity going down here. Okay, all this wood here used to be all back in here was where I'm responsible for this whole area being freed up now. These tracks, I'll tell you about that in a minute. These tracks here, right there, go all the way back in behind the houses. That's what I was telling you with the sewer caps and everything along the river. But I'm responsible for all of this. This whole development of this area.
This whole clearing you did?
Nothing grows here anyway. And then I got it in my mind one day, this needs to be a dirt track place. So I got the first dirt bike, and then everybody around also got theirs. And then this turned into where we would haul ass around here doing our dirt bike riding. And that's a canoe launch. That's where you bring the canoe to set the water if there was any water.
But how do you get down to it though?
There.
There's a little path.
Right, yeah.
It's quite a little path.
That used to be a nursing home up there. I'm sure it's condos now. Fucking assholes. Deaf child area. And when I was a youngin', all these cars on the side of the street here would be lined up and down the road on both sides, and there was no sidewalk there.
Was that the school for the deaf?
Yes. There were cars lined up all over the place, and right where that damn building is, used to be the big damn hill. Here, you can see the context right there. It was a huge hill. And in wintertime, kids from billions of miles from all other planets around the solar system used to come here and sled down that hill where that building was not. And now they wrecked it.
Well, it seems like a fairly easy road, too.
And this is Kellogg Street, and if you go up this hill... Oh, did you see the hill?
Yeah, I saw the hill.
It really doesn't look that big now. But see, everything shrunk here because this hill used to be way up that high.
Because you used to be down here.
Yeah, I almost died on that hill a few times. Now, let's go down in here. There's a lot of secrets here. This is now parking for the damn deaf school.
Not the damn deaf school.
Oh, they stole the woods.
Yes, but they
it's not there.
I
know. So there's a lot of these sewer caps. Well, down here. Oops, a bird. And there's all these sewer caps that go down in here. And do you feel like walking 100 feet into there? Because I want to go get something. You don't have to.
Oh, maybe shady over here.
You sit right there.
It's sitting right in the sun.
Right there.
Oh, I'll get you up all of them.
Don't touch anything here. It's all deadly. That's not.
Go sit there, but don't touch anything. It's all deadly.
This rock and I are best friends. I know every inch of this place. Matter of fact, I won't make you do this, but right over here, I have to go back down onto the river bank, and I'll get video of. Oh,
It's a piece of plastic.
it's a car. Could be mine. I know all these rocks, all these trees. I set this whole place on fire one time.
It's not probably a good thing to be saying.
No, the statute of limitations is over. Right where it starts to dip down right here. I have to reach into the reeds here and get something.
What, here?
Yeah. Well, I'll show you if I can find it. Remember, I told you about a deer that didn't like me being here? I guess somebody must have found it right about here. Actually, right here, right there. I put a tent up here one night, just because I wanted to. It was my first time coming back here, and I wanted to be here overnight. So I put a tent right there, and when I woke up in the morning, it was one of them little tiny little tents that you put in the wind. And when I woke up in the morning, it was because right in here was a damn deer hissing at me. So I left the tent stake mallet here. I thought for sure it would be here. So this was all cleared out when I was a youngin'. The trees were here, but where are we? No, it's too far. This is confusing. This is confusing. Marker. Here, hold this.
He's confused. It's not hard to do for Charlie. He's riding his imaginary bike.
Jump right there.
He's talking to himself. Nothing, I'm just narrating. Right there, what?
Well, I'm falling over trees, and that's why there's no path here, I guess, now. Because there's also no kids here.
Uh-huh.
That's my street.
Uh-huh.
And this I come hauling ass down there, and right after the sewer cap, if I didn't jump that, this way swing in right here. Go around in a big squiggly to my street.
Uh-huh.
And it's all gone now.
Well, baby, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's been a while since you've been a kid. Physically. Anyway.
Sewer cap. So literally, right there, there was a big amount of dirt and some of these reeds and a lot of big, tall, wavy grass right there. And that's why this whole area went up in flames. I'm sure that some of these trees, the smaller ones, weren't here. But I'm sure if you rip the bark off of some of these bigger trees, there's scorch marks on that one right there. I set this whole area on fire because I wanted to see how lighters work.
You really were a rotten kid, weren't you?
I told you.
Okay, baby, I gotta get out of this sun.
So there was an awful lot going on here all summer long. Oh, winter too. All my life when I was a little shit. We would come down here with, me and Barry come down here with our hockey sticks, busted off, the blade was chopped off. We can hack all these reeds out, and get blisters. I could look right in here and see the memories right there.
Memories.
I climbed every one of these fucking trees. I bashed my head on that rock there. And that's granite there. I thought I was gonna dig that up and make a house. Okay, so I gotta go in through here. Right here at the rock. I'll just be another hour or so. So right back in here was many, many moons ago. Oh, they were going to make a housing development section back in here. Not here because there's the river, but they were going to pave all this out where Linda was just filming and put a street back over here where we just were. Here's the end result. A lot of this paving is still here. They never did it because in the wintertime, here's the river, and late in the winter when the snow starts melting, the river comes all the way up here and floods out this whole area. So they didn't put anything here, and a few times I ran away and camped right here. So I know every square inch of these woods. There's some more of the paving right here. Friends with this rock. This is all me. The one thing that I have now that I never had, as the Beatles say all those years ago, is this and this. Oh, look at, there's the, oh my God, everything is here. Just give me a weekend and I could turn this into the greatest thing kids had ever fucking seen. Right there, where the trees part has another. You rip into there on the dirt bikes. And It'll come all in through here. There's the chemtrails. They didn't have those when I was a kid. See how quiet it is though? Even with all that traffic out there. And there's deers and woodchucks and all kinds of birds and dragons. The battery's almost dead. So we'll have to shut this off. This is my stomping ground, so I know all these plants. All this dead stuff.
So how far do we have to go from here to Stop and Shop? Don't point that thing at me.